Hello, it's Alex Stinton from Push Square here, and I thought we'd do a live stream of Final Fantasy 15, 10 years in the making, and it's finally about to arrive. And obviously the reviews have hit today, 8s and 9s, so you know, I think everyone could be quite happy with that given the long drawn out development this game has seen. Our review is going to be a bit well longer because we are waiting for really to get our hands on a copy, to be perfectly honest, so it's going to be some time coming. Anyhow, I thought we'd take a look at the game. I'm not going to really try and spoil anything story wise, so I thought we'd take a look at more of the side stuff. I'm about 8 to 9 hours in. We're at chapter 3, I think it is. So I think we'll take a look at some hunts, some side stuff, drive around the car a bit, and just get a general look at how things go. If you want to hit me up in the chat, please feel free to ask any questions. I'll do my very best to answer them. So I've played about 8 to 9 hours of this so far, so I thought we'd take a look. You probably know the story already. Noctis here is the prince of a kingdom who's sent off for an arranged marriage, and while he's on his road trip with his friends, who look like some sort of boy band, I guess would be the best way of putting it, the kingdom is overthrown by their enemies, and he's left to kind of wander the countryside and work out how he's going to get his kingdom back. So it seems to be drive around a bit and kill a lot of monsters, I guess. Andy in the chat asked how hyped I was for this. If I'm being honest, I'd kind of fallen off with it because of I guess how long it had been going on for, but I had a go on it about a couple of months ago at EGX, and I quite liked it, so I was kind of quite interested to see how it would turn out, and it's unlike any other Final Fantasy game I think I've played before. So the open world nature, especially this opening section, really does feel quite different. And obviously the combat system is much more active and a bit more actiony. There we go, here comes some soldiers to kind of try and find us, but I'm in the middle of a hunt, so let's go and hunt these beasts in the wetlands. Anyway, if you like this video, please feel to click that thumbs up button, and like I say, subscribe to our channel because we've got plenty of other good stuff going on. Is this one of these hunts where they're not here in the day? I'll have to have a look at that. But anyway, let's go and fight these soldiers instead, and we can go and pick up another hunt. And where were they dropped? It was somewhere over here, wasn't it? I can't seem to find them anywhere there.
Imperial's above us!
Thanks.
They're coming in again. They keep cropping. There we go. So you've got 4 weapons which you can switch to on the fly. You can switch out what weapons are where. So different enemies have different weaknesses, different weapons, as well as elemental weaknesses.
Didn't mean to do that.
Stay alert! Watch out!
Here we are.
Say your prayers!
So yeah, as you can see, it's much more action orientated. Really, the attacks... Oh dear, I think it's good. They're going to explode, I think it is. So you can use magic points to kind of do the warp attacks, which get you quickly to people. And really you just attack by holding circle, so if you hold circle you just basically automatically attack the nearest enemy. And they've got what's called wait mode, so this is something they've implemented that's newer. One of the things about the action being so fast paced is that it's hard to see what the weaknesses enemies are. So here you can see in the wait mode you've got a certain amount of time to wait and you can queue up your next action. So
Ignis, all business.
if you let go of the controller and basically don't touch anything, you go into wait mode, so it gives you a chance to take stock of what's going on because it can be quite hectic. Thymo in the chat asks if it's worth buying. I think, you know, if you're interested in it, from what I've played so far, I think it's worth a look. They've definitely spent a lot of money on it. You can see it just sort of up on screen how much how much effort and time and money has been spent on this game, because it looks absolutely fantastic. Zonked Ocean says that he's never played a Final Fantasy game and does I think it's good for first timers. Ironically enough, as soon as you boot up the game, it says it's a Final Fantasy for I think fans and first timers. So I think the view they've got is that it's something for everyone, and because it's, you know, each of these contains story, you don't need to play any other ones, and mechanically it is so different to what's gone before. I bet there's some callbacks to what you'd normally see. Actually, let's head back to the car and we'll go and find another side mission to do. See if I can jump back. So this is the map of the world. So that's the whole map as far as I know. It's pretty much part of what I've played. I spent easily 4 or 5 hours in just this first area here. Now I've just moved into the second area in chapter 3. Let's get back to my car. So it's there. So one of the big things about it is a car you can use to drive around the open world. One of the things I guess you find either disappointing or not disappointing, I guess, is you can't. It's not full control. It's very much on rails, and you kind of can direct which turns you take and that sort of thing. But ultimately, it's not. You can drive anywhere, so you're not going to go ramping it off hills or anything like that. Right, so let's find the mission. So you can see I've got a hell of a lot of side quests here. So let's find one. Where was there? I'm going to do one. The first one, once we get raw stones for a new piece of jewellery. Level 15, that's probably more in line with where I am as a character, so let's set that one to active. I'll put it on auto. So you can either drive yourself in its limited amount, so you can select where you go. So let's find the... which one was it? That's the one I wanted.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
So you have to keep an eye on your gas, because you run out, you have to push it. So you can actually kind of stop it and say go, but essentially it follows the path that you've set it. You can change the camera, have a look at the nice scenery, do some highly suspect seating positions in a moving car. Yeah, it's an odd mix, this world of fantasy and I guess real life sort of setting with the road, you know, diners along the road that you're driving along. But they're massive, I guess, crystals or the structures sprouting from the earth. I don't know, I've fought a few Final Fantasy staples such as flans and goblins. So there's enough here for people who are long-time fans of the series. So I think they'll find something that's a bit unexpected if you haven't played any demos, because it played very unlike anything that's gone before in Final Fantasy, especially after, you know, 13 was very much a... You felt like you were just directed down a corridor, and especially in the opening sections of this, it feels very different that you've got this open area to go around, and what you do is up to you. A lot of side quests, a lot of side activities, so You can pay money to skip to your destination if you want to. I guess you miss a bit of the scenery if you do that. So in the chat, if you have any other questions you'd like to ask me about the game, more than happy to answer them for you. We're nearly there. There we go here.
Should be a nice change of pace.
So that's where we're heading. So I guess other bits of interest. Spells are kind of made by absorbing elements within the open world and then turning them into kind of spells in magic flasks. So I've got a couple of spells here. I can make another one. So if I make a fire one, I've got 48, I think it was, of that. So the more fire you put into it, you increase the potency of it. And there's a point where it goes from fire to Firaga, I think it is. So I've only got 58, so if I craft that, put it into storage, I just get fire, so it's the potency of that isn't as strong as the other ones. So I don't want to equip that. So let's get a spell, so we're going to show you how those work. And basically, like, get 3 uses before then you have to then make another one. Chat are asking if it's more turn-based still, or if it's a bit more hack and slash. It doesn't really feel like either, because like I say, you can hold down. So you've got this element where you can take your turns, but it's not really a turn because you're basically just queuing up what action you want to do, and like you just hold down circle and you will attack. I'm just holding it down and not moving the stick or anything.
What time do you like to fight?
Now that you mention it. That's that.
So yeah, literally all I'm doing there was holding down circle, and that's, you can get away with that. The combat doesn't seem too difficult so far. Though I have run into the odd enemy that's way over leveled. And basically one-shotted me, which was okay. Let's try and use a spell here. So here we go. Let's go spell.
Well, here we are.
There we go. Let's wade in with my sword.
You're on fire today.
Oh dear, getting a bit of trouble here. So you can get point warp like this, which then helps you recover health and your magic points. So it can be good to help you recover your health, especially when you're in a bad situation like this. But I think I'll stick up here for a bit.
You'll be hunting a long time. Only raw stones around here.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to find 3 stones. The side quests fall into kind of a very similar, familiar RPG sort of framework of go here, kill that, go here, collect that. But there's enough character, I think, to the world to make it at least interesting to explore. A treasure point over here, so maybe that's where things I'm looking for will be. Oh no, I found another weapon. Hopefully that's a good one. It's equip. Ignis is the one who uses the daggers, so let's see if we've got a better one. Yeah, that's actually a big improvement. Hello to Margin in the chat who says he loves Push Square. Thank you very much. We love you too. And thank you for joining us. So if any questions anyone would like to ask, feel free to pop them in the chat and I'll do my best to keep an eye on it while I'm playing. This looks like a likely point for...
Bingo. Found one. Oh, this is it? Man, ore's a real bore. Hopefully the next one looks cooler.
Not sure if that was one of the ones I was after. Oh, here's some more.
All right. Just one more stone to go.
So pour it around the edge a bit more.
It's close.
Ooh, it's getting dark.
Rain. Watch your back. Thanks.
What is that? A Gigantoad. It's level 27 and that's way higher level than I am, so I think it's best avoided. Let's find this last stone and get out of here. Aha!
Looks good enough. This should do it.
Certainly didn't expect stone hunting to be so harrowing.
It will steer clear of that toad. It's like a surefire way to get killed. Craig in the chat asks if this is on PS4 Pro. Yes, it is. I'm playing it on... There's actually graphical settings you can set. I've turned HDR off because I was playing it with it on, but it was really brightening out the stream a bit too much. So you can have it for high, which is optimised visuals, or light, which optimises performance. So you can change it between the two. I went with higher visuals.
I want to ride my chocobo.
Frame rate. Oh dear, that's not good.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, let's get out there. So yeah, it can struggle a little bit of frame rate, but I don't think it's unplayable by any stretch of the imagination, so I chose to go the visual route. Because after all, you've got a Pro, might as well. Right, so I think we need to go and rest up somewhere. Trying to find where was there a place to rest. Let's go to the Chocobo post.
Ignis? Little cover here?
Just a moment.
I think the first time I've seen different weather in the game. So yeah, at night it gets very, very dangerous outside, and you see some very, very dangerous enemies. Some just come out of the middle of the road and you have to get out your car and do a runner. So it's best when it starts getting late, as it is now, to go and head back somewhere, sleep, because that's where you basically bank all your XP, and then you can level up and develop your character a bit from that perspective. It's important to bank those points. Not that I think you can lose them, but So yeah, as I said, it is optimised for the Pro, and you can switch between the two different graphical modes. So you can choose. At least you can choose whether you want to kind of go for a better running game or a better looking game. I say some games don't even give me that choice, like Watch Dogs 2. You get what you're given, and you've got no choice in the matter. And here we are at the Chocobo Ranch. Now there's a big beast who is threatening the ranch, so I think we'll rest up for the night and then we'll go out and hunt that. That seems like a good thing to do without spoiling the story of the game too much for anyone who's into it. Because that'd be a shame. Oh, I still have a high potion lying around, so... Oh, it's a trailer. How good a place you rest up gives you a boost in your XP that you gain, so... We stay here. It's only 30 gil, we get 1.2 experience rate, but there's one that was 10,000 I saw at a really flashy hotel that basically doubled your XP gain, but 10,000 was a bit rich for my blood. So in the chat, are you looking forward to Final Fantasy 15? I take it because you are watching this, you probably are. And then what was your view as your favourite Final Fantasy game to... I always, outside of 4, 4 was good, 7's good. I always had a very soft spot for 8 for some reason. I don't know why. There was just something about gun blades that I guess appealed to me. Zonked Ocean in the chat says, why is there a massive crystal? For being honest, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out, because it's actually somewhere Ignis has asked to go on our road trip, so I guess we'll look later. When you finish each day, you've got Prompto has taken photos, some of which are gameplay, some which are kind of ones they've filtered in themselves.
Nice shot, Prompto.
For a Prince in Exile, it certainly seems to be having a good time. You know what they say, if your life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Right, let's go and pick up this hunting quest to go and free the Chocobo Ranch so we can hire Chocobos to ride around on.
So what'll it be today? Grab some grub before you go? These uns been giving us a real hassle.
This is what I'm after.
Best of luck to you.
Looks like a seriously angry beast.
Good luck.
She did say when they're out and about, because I need to check that. Because some hunts are only around at night time and some at daytime. All times. That's what we want. Looks like it's just down the hill.
What is it?
What are we looking at?
This'll really fatten you up.
Duh, it's Fat Chocobo feed.
Love them fat chocobos. Ooh. Oh, that's alright.
Better make tracks. Chop chop, Prompto.
There in a jiffy.
Looks like it's round in these rocks somewhere, so there's a path that leads in, so let's head round. One thing I will say about it from
This area's swarming
the
with
visual
bugs.
point of view is I've been playing it on a 4K TV, obviously upscaled to 4K, but with HDR, and it looks absolutely unbelievable. Looks really, really nice. So if you've got that, I would recommend checking it out.
Come on.
That sounds ominous. They tore a tree apart. To probably use a toothpick. Have to work our way around, I think.
Guys, we got a little problem over here. Hello, that wasn't part of the deal.
So square dodges all blocks. And if you're getting hit with an undodgeable move, you can block it, then parry it, which gives you a chance to take them back. Well, hit them back, basically.
That's where you swing that thing.
Your buddies also have moves you can use, so use Prompto's Piercer. One thing I will say about the combat is it certainly looks flashy. And it's quite satisfying to pull off the moves because they're quite easy. Minimal input, big output, I guess is one way of looking at it.
Was that perfect or what?
I'll give you that.
Live and Let's Game asked me, is it any good? I'm enjoying it so far. How far am I into it? It's fine. I am 9 hours 58 minutes, about to hit the 10-hour mark on it, and I am planning on playing lots more of it. So take it from that as you will. I've played Final Fantasy games before. I wouldn't say I was the biggest fan of the series. I've played and enjoyed them. I even played and enjoyed 13, though I did recognise it had its fair share of faults. There's a dead end. There's always something down the end of the dead end, isn't there? So I'm not a super fan, but I don't hate the series either. So I'm having a good time with it. And I think what it says it's a good one for first time players who are coming to the series and for people who have played all of them. Though whether it's what they actually want, I guess is we'll have to see.
Knocked.
I hate to break up the tension, but my biggest surprise this game is this, that you see their clothes, they're classed as fatigues for the Crown's Guard fatigues. It just blows my mind that that's a uniform of the Crown's Guard. Probably got some famous fashion designer to do them, like what Jean-Paul Gaultier did in The Fifth Element.
Hold up. Deadeye. The name says it all.
Shh, it'll hear you. Seagull to end after we've got a view copy of The Last Guardian. I don't know, we might have, but I've not been told. Oh, well, I certainly haven't got it if that's what you're asking. I mean, Sammy has been so looking forward to that game. That's Sammy Barker, editor-in-chief. If you've really been looking forward to it, so I fully expect he'll be the one that ends up reviewing it. That's nasty. So we're just kind of smack him with a sword, so...
Here we go.
So yeah, anyone new in the chat, feel if you want to ask any questions, fire them in, and I'll do my best to answer them. So I'm Alex Stinter from Push Square, and we're doing a live stream of Final Fantasy 15. But hey, you already know that. That's why you're probably here. I'm just doing side stuff. I'm trying to avoid story beats too much, so you can be safe in the knowledge I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Though, annoyingly, I had to police the comments a little bit over the past couple of days on some trailers for Final Fantasy 15 because people have been posting spoilers. I don't know whether they're true or not, but I had to take them down, which is really annoying because I know potentially what might have happened by someone spoiling it in the chat. Not in the chat, in the comments. Zonktation has to do a Horizon live stream when that comes out. I'm sure I will. I tend to do the bigger games as well as some smaller stuff, so I'm sure I'll do that. It's such a big PlayStation game that how could we fail but not do one? I guess there are any other games anyone would like to see live streamed over the coming month or so. I guess we're coming to the end of the busy period. I think what Steep's out this Friday. And if you want to check out a bit that I did a live stream of the open beta last weekend, so you can check that out. But I think after that it's Last Guardian, and that's pretty much it outside of any kind of smaller releases that might drop during the run up to Christmas.
We've got the beast in our sights.
But no plan of attack. The behemoth should be headed back to its lair, where we can catch it fully off guard.
Yeah, as long as we stay on guard ourselves.
Okay, so this is a bit different. Ooh. XL Jackson in the chat, that's how much I'm enjoying it on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm enjoying it, let's say, an 8. I'm not reviewing it, so you can't take that as a view on what the review score is going to be. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's at least done something a bit different with Final Fantasy. I think if they'd come out with something like Final Fantasy 13, the fans would have them swinging from the nearest lamppost. I think there's a lot of long-running series that need to be a breath of fresh air kind of brought to the series. You're circling back round. How could he see me then? He's only got one eye, and I'm on a rock. Oh, I got one go this way. XL Jackson remind us about the Audi car they've had built that you can buy, especially related to this game. For what was it, $470,000? I mean, they've gone crazy on the marketing for this, haven't they? They've pushed it so many ways in so many places. You know, you had those tracks done that had done for the game by Florence and the Machine, which you know what I actually quite liked. They're on Spotify, and I have given them a listen to. Then there was, you know, I think we're like Jamie Oliver for something. And, you know, the films, which I heard were pretty bad. There were actually the film, was it Kingsglaive? I think was a film. Then there was the anime series Brotherhood. But yeah, they really went cross media with this one, didn't they? As I get the feeling that that they've got a lot riding on it, the success. Whether it's going to be a success they want it to be, I'm not sure. Final Fantasy has the same wider cachet as it did back in the 7 or 8 days when it was, you know, you had a PlayStation, no matter, you know, who you were, what games you liked, you generally picked it up. I don't think that's the case anymore. XL Jackson asked if I'm going to live stream Dead Rising 4 when that comes out. I would love to, but it's not a PlayStation game. So as much as I would love to play some Dead Rising 4 with you, I might do it on my personal channel because I've got an Xbox One. I will be playing Dead Rising 4, but I think as far as, you know, PlayStation website, probably best not to do an Xbox exclusive.
Big enough for it.
Okay, probably best if I get some fire out, because it seemed to suggest that fire might be the way to go. Okay, let's right, let's, there we go. How do you like that fire? Whoa. Crikey, he's not messing around, this guy, is he? Need to get to a warp point. Oh, what's one of the party down already?
I'm afraid break time's over, buddy.
I thought I was a god.
Jeez. When the fires up, right. Ironically missing that barrel. Alright, let's analyse it. People in the chat asked if this is PS4 Pro. Yes, it is. XL Jackson asked if I'm going to stream Resident Evil. Probably will, but I'm an absolute wuss when it comes to
My pleasure.
horror games, and I think the way they've gone with it might be a bit too much for me. Down to about half.
Hey, Ignis, instructions!
Just barely hanging on. Got all those arms at your disposal. Use them.
I actually got 25,000. Oh, I've actually poisoned him, so that's at least something. So I've got Prompto with a poison weapon, which is very useful.
Nice work, Gladio.
Chairface asks if the Pro is a waste of time. I think that the use case, unless you've got a 4K TV with HDR, is not really being made. Especially when you see games like Watch Dogs 2 that don't play as well. Well, they play the same, but they don't run as well. But they actually suffer on. Oh dear, isn't good. Might need a potion.
Getting by.
But they suffer in terms of frame rate.
Let's finish it off.
I'll see what I can do.
Watch yourself.
Oh, there we go.
I know.
That's actually probably the closest I've come to dying, apart from the one time I did die for a very long time.
That took everything we had.
You should be proud you gave it your all.
I've got nothing left.
See any items to pick up. Let's go rent a Chocobo! Actually, this is probably the way out. It was quite funny how he lived in a layer that was full of red barrels. Must be something up here. Ah, video games. So yeah, if you like this video, please feel free to click the thumbs up button, because my ego really enjoys it when you do that, so do my ego a favour. And please subscribe to our channel, we have loads of great videos on there. My live streams, Sammy's does some good stuff as well, especially in terms of VR and PS4 Pro in the past, so please have a look at that stuff. And the site of course has all the latest news and reviews and features from the world of PlayStation, because we are the best PlayStation website on the interwebs, and that's a fact. Don't listen to anyone else. I'm heading.
Nice here. Indeed.
Jose asked if the Pro has any overheating issues. I haven't come across it at all. And mine's in quite an enclosed entertainment centre. In fact, I think some people could play that being quite loud, but I don't find it very loud at all. In fact, it's, you know, the mic, if it was that loud, this mic I'm using for streaming would pick it up, and it doesn't, so. I don't think it's prone to an issue. I've not seen any equivalent of the red ring of death or anything like that, or the yellow light of death. I think was the PlayStation 3's particular brand, albeit a lot less frequent. Ooh, let's replenish our stockpile for lightning energy. Where the hell am I going? I want to go and get a Chocobo. Oh god, I've got to end up well away from that. I've ended up going all the way through there. Let's return to the car. That's the easy way of doing it. Come on now, you click the dislike buttons. There's two of you. God. Terrible. I always like to think the dislikes are for the game and not for me. Because my ego just can't take it. That's why I like the thumbs up button a lot.
You boys did it. You took down Deadeye. The area's safe again, and we owe it all to you. On behalf of the locals, I give you my heartfelt thanks.
So, about the Chocobos.
Our birds are at your disposal. You can rent them anytime you like. Y'all are some pretty tough customers.
Woohoo! Come on, Noct. Let's go for a ride.
Yeah, gotta rent a bird. Yay, Chocobos are now available for rental. Gotta be done. Pay to rent a Chocobo, then whistle for the bird at any time. I'm gonna rent one for a day. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't jump the car. This is appropriately silly, isn't it?
Better keep up.
Alright, let's find something else to do. Oh, gotta go and return. Maybe a good chance to see the wider scenery, and we can have a bit of a chat. So,
Aw, thanks, buddy.
so we are heading to there to hand it in. I guess you can see into the starting area, which is a bit more of a desert. XL Jackson asked, why would you want to ride a Chocobo rather than use a car? Well, the car, you can, like, as I said before, it's more of a... It runs on rails more than anything. Like, so I can stop it, I can start it, but it goes where you basically select your destination to be. That's even if you're driving it, and where you can pull to the left like that, it always takes you back onto the rail. Not sure why it was implemented this way, but I suspect it was to avoid you driving off road and going to places with it that you shouldn't be going to it. And maybe they retooled it so often that they didn't want to, they couldn't let you have complete control over it. So now you have my full attention while we're driving. What other questions have you got? Anything about this game? About other games coming out? Jose wants to see the JRPG girls. I mean, they're in here. I mean, this. Oh, I can't even show you on that but I could show you that you missed the thumbnail, didn't you? Of the girl in question. Fat XL, you just reminded me by mentioning the gas that I'm at half a tank, so I need to make sure I fill up when I get to wherever we're going. I don't think, did I have a fuel? There, I might have to stop at Hammerhead. to fill up. Aquila's Q asks if how the combat compares to The Witcher 3. They feel, I think, it's hard to compare the two really. They look similar, but they don't play the same. I mean that insofar that, as I said, if you hold down circle in combat in this, your character Noctis will just go for the nearest person you're kind of locked onto and just start swinging at them. So it's quite straightforward, where I think The Witcher 3 had much more nuance in terms of what weapons you used. You know, I mean, that has that here, but I've not felt like it was entirely necessary yet. I guess if you're punching above your weight and you're going for enemies way above your level, then that's the only way you're really going to be able to beat them. But so far, it's not really needed. If you do any amount of side content, you're going to be out leveling the kind of missions you're hitting. You know, I'm hitting level anything between missions between 10 and level 15. I think I'm at 15 or 16. I think we'll have a level up now. I'll be 17 easy. I think this is where through back into the previous area. Yeah. Or not. Yeah, a bit more desert-like, I think. Oh, this is the seaside resort sort of area. I guess from voice acting wise, game has been as you'd expect for a JRPG at the moment. Nothing particularly onerous, and it's been okay.
It's real pretty here.
Though the character we're about to
By all accounts.
kind of hand this quest into is probably
Seriously?
the worst example of voice acting in the game so far. XL Jackson, hero of the chat so far, helping keeping the questions flowing, has asked how I like the open world element. And I think it's, you know, it's, if you've played an RPG of any kind with an open world, then you know what you're getting. But I think it's
Man, it's hot.
it's an interesting world to explore.
Welcome
And
to
while the
Dalton's-
structure isn't particularly interesting in terms of, you know, the quest structure, I think that one we just did, the hunt, was probably one of the most interesting ones so far. Yeah, it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. And if the hour count that I'm on at the moment is any reflection of the rest of the game, then this is going to be an extremely lengthy game to complete. This is the worst voice acting now.
Hey, fellas! Jeez, that went quicker than I expected. Bet those demons were no match for you, huh?
Ugh.
They put up a pretty good fight.
Well, you're alive, so, as promised. That baby right there is unlike anything you've seen before. Drop by again sometime and let me know what you think.
Till next time, then.
Oh, it's got another quest. Let's pick it up while we're here.
Yo, talk about impeccable timing.
I know what this means.
So your majesty's a mind reader. Well, what am I thinking?
You want me to go and get something?
Bingo. I think we got a real good thing going here.
I think it's best to rest up, and then what we'll do actually is Jose has asked if the car's customisable, so I think we'll stop by and we'll customise it a little bit. You can change things up. Right. I'm not going to pay the 10,000 gil you're required to stay here. It's a bit beyond my my wallet at the moment. Oh, what's that? Metal scrap. Oh, where's the crappy camper van that I'm staying in? There it is. Was that it? Oh no, it's over there. There we are. My palatial hotel room awaits in a camper van on the beach.
It's bedtime.
Dark Knight in the chat stops by to drop an extremely complex view on this game by saying, "This game sucks, bye." Well, thank you for stopping by, Dark Knight. I'm sure there's crimes out there in Gotham City that need your attention. Oh, we got a lot of experience. Get racking up. Level 19.
Stylish as always.
You're taking photos then. Always looking for a good photos, Prompto. Share this photo. No, why the hell would I? Why would I inflict that on anyone on my social media? XO Jackson asked how I like the soundtrack to the game. I think it has been appropriate to what you'd expect for the setting. I quite like it. It's understated such as this when it needs to be, and it goes the real kind of epic, bombastic Final Fantasy music when it needs to. It also sprinkles in the tracks from that Florence the Machine did. I think the 3 tracks they did. I've seen one of them so far during the opening of the game, and I think they're really good. I really like those. Right, let's go and customise this vehicle.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
Now, I don't know if there's a way to control
So Noct,
the
I'm
top.
taking pics of whatever catches my eye.
There should be.
But what do you want to see?
I want to see lots of me.
Me, I guess?
No prob. Leave it to me.
What? No, I was kidding.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, can I get a pic of that place? Please?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Woohoo!
I mean, this is, I guess, one thing that it does quite well. It kind of really sells their friendship on this kind of road trip.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
Cypher asks if the game lags. It doesn't. I mean, the frame rate is not 60 frames a second, but it doesn't feel unplayable at any time for me. And I said I've got it set in the options. I'll show you again if anyone missed it earlier. You can switch between kind of a default light, which is optimised for performance, and high, which is optimised for visuals.
Take a shot from here.
Good call. Now it's picture time.
Actually, they're asking the chat about the manual option. It basically, the car runs the same, but you have to do the turns as when you select it. But it's really annoying because you can't see the map, so you're not quite sure which turn you're supposed to take. But it still runs on the rails, basically.
Love the lighting.
I'll show you now, actually. So if select manual,
Time to go.
it means I'm driving. So you accelerate, but it's still on rails. I want to turn around, so if I press square, push square, oh, excellent. You turn round, but it still runs on rails. I'm just holding R2 there, I'm not controlling the car at any point. It just turns on its own. If you pull over to the side of the road, it won't let you go off the road. If you let go, it'll drift you all the way back over to the right again. So in manual, I have to say if I want to turn left or right and take it onto another, I guess, rail. So you have to kind of keep an eye on, so I say, the map and say, okay, where am I going? I want to go to Hammerhead, which fortunately is just a right turn at this T-junction. Watching there's a right turn earlier than that. So I have to remember where I want to turn, or I'll keep carrying on straight and miss where I want to go. You of course get out anywhere you want along here, you don't have to just stop at parking spots. That was turning I missed. Well, it was a shortcut, but I can head down to the next one. This is the first area. I think it's probably recognised it from the demos that were released. I think, was this the area that was included in the more recent one? The Judgment, was it called? So I want to head right, so if I hold right it turns, but always remains on rails. So that's what manual is. I don't feel it's any better than auto. At least auto I have to make sure I know where I'm going on the roads and just enjoy the scenery. The only difference is at night you cannot go auto, you have to go manual, which I think helps you kind of dodge around things that kind of put itself in get in your way.
Man, that's one funky looking mountain. Wouldn't want to pass up a shot of this. Can I?
Oh, for God's sakes. Not now.
Maybe later.
Aw, okay. But don't forget.
The world definitely feels big driving around it. Even if I've only unlocked a very small area of it so far. As I'm in the chat, asked if I find this boring, a little too slow. I mean, the driving is, it's downtime, but the rest of the game I've not found boring at all. I've quite enjoyed it. Here we go. This is the starting point. It's where you can customise your car. Actually get weapon upgrades done as well for certain weapons.
Great range of wares here.
Paradise for a technophile like you.
Let's refuel while we're here. Never hurts. That is one ludicrous outfit, isn't it?
Why, she's looking prettier than ever.
There you go, Jose in the chat. That's what you want to see, wasn't it? Right, let's go and do some customization.
Howdy. What'll it be? What coat do you fancy?
So, you know, there's all... Let's go through this Dixie blue. So absolutely... I mean, you can have it whatever colour you want. Yeah, I don't like those colours. Let's go back
Be
before I make
seeing
too
ya.
many changes. I think there's
So, y'all keeping
decals
at
as
it?
well.
What are y'all
Where is it?
after today?
Oh, components.
What are you
have we
fixing
got?
to upgrade?
Body wax that coats source helps the vehicle slip through air, improving fuel efficiency. Yeah, let's put that on. Let's put some
Well,
decals
here's what I
over.
can do for. How about the decals? Anything you
Bit
like?
ostentatious.
How about the decals?
See what other ones there were. Rear.
Anything you like?
Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Take that off. Oh, you can actually move it. How can I resize it to nothing? Oh. I've given myself a stupid white decal on the back. I'm annoyed now to remove that.
How about the decals?
Yeah, I don't want the decals. Actually, I can get behind that. So yeah, there's customization
Be
you
seeing
can
ya.
do there. Have I got rid of it? Did I get rid of it? Thank God. There we go. So what do we do next? Let's have a look. Let's go to there. That seems like an interesting way to finish off this stream.
Everything in order?
Yep.
I think you must only be able to skip to a place if you've driven there before. They didn't give me the option then to skip it. So XL Jackson, I appreciate your help with me working out how to get rid of that decal. So hello to anyone new to the stream, I'm Alex Stinton from pushsquare.com, the best PlayStation website on the interwebs. And I'm doing a live stream of Final Fantasy 15 ahead of its release tomorrow, or I guess it's already out, probably the other side of the world from the UK. They're already playing it. And it'll be out, what, another 45 minutes in good old England. So I guess if you were on the fence in the chat before you watch this live stream, what do you think now? Is it something you think you'll pick up? Admittedly, I've been steering clear of the story elements because I didn't want to really spoil it for anyone. But I think it gives you a good look at the sort of things in the open world that, from what I hear, makes for about 2/3 of the game. Who's in the chat asked if we have different cars. I've not seen different cars, and I can't imagine they will do. They made such a big deal out of this particular car, didn't they? It's like it's a character itself, that I can't imagine you get a chance to change it. Oh, there we go, putting the top up. Looks like it's raining. I'll look around. I think I was down there earlier on, I think. Yeah, as Axel Jackson said in the chat, this car actually does fly at some point in the future.
Surprised Titan's hands don't burn up.
Wait, I thought that was just a fairy tale.
Tales of the Six fighting alongside Lucian kings date back to the Age of Gods.
For real?
For real.
And yet somehow I find it hard to believe.
Not all kings are created equal.
Yeah, laugh it up.
So this is the infamous disc. Hey, Noct, don't you want to get a shot of you in the meteor?
Not now.
Not right now.
Oh, come on. If not now, when?
It's a little way to go till we get to our destination. I thought that's where we were going, or am I mistaken? Jose, that's if I can do a story mission. I was in two minds about this. I think that the story is something that people who are picking up the game will be keen not to have spoilt for them, even though some idiots on the internet, especially in YouTube video comments, have been trying to spoil it, especially on our channel, where they've just been posting random spoilers in the hope that someone will see it and ruin it for them. So I took the view that I didn't really want to play any story missions on this, just so I could show the mechanics and how it played rather than dig too deep in the story. So sorry, Jose, if you want to see the story, you'll have to experience firsthand yourself. And I think you'll appreciate me not having spoilt it for you. Ooh, exciting. I can imagine being in a rogue construction crew in this world was extremely hazardous work. All the random beasts knocking around. massive horns ready to skewer you. All you're trying to lay is some asphalt down. Nearly there.
Guys, check that out.
The Empire. What are they doing here?
Playing king of the castle.
I felt a drop.
And the game begins.
Ooh. Fight.
What do we do?
Alright, what are we going to use? Let's have a look. Analyze. Oh god, it takes so long on these bigger beasties. Oh, come on. Hopefully it is a weak to big swords and fire. Or lightning, maybe. It is weak to shields and the other thing I don't tend to have. Right, well. Ouch.
Say your prayers.
You're mine!
Your time has come.
Don't damage the car. For some reason it's not letting me attack that soldier. Oh, I messed with that counter then. I avoided getting stomped on.
One shot.
I think I need something a bit quicker. Wow, that. You'll have to do some damage quickly to me then. See you later, Axel Jackson. Thanks for joining us in the chat. You were really good. This thing is... we've barely made a dent. I used to pull off the counter that time. As I said before, minimal impact inputs in this combat, and you get quite a bit of cool moves out of it.
Want some?
I think we might need a Phoenix down here. There you go.
Nothing personal.
Get lost.
Nothing personal.
Gotta be careful about this sword. This sword actually uses up my
Say your prayers.
health while I'm using it, so probably not the best. use another.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Yikes. That is probably the hardest fight I've had in this game yet. I'm amazed the car hasn't got dinked yet. What's it got? So we've got it back down halfway. Get the hell out of it. Actually, I should probably break out some spells, shouldn't I? So I have got Thundara, so I should probably equip that. Right. I need to electrocute some of my friends tonight. How's it getting on? So it's just over 20,000 hit points left. And I think I electroshot all my party. We don't want to go run into there. Oh dear. That's it, everyone is down but me. Brilliant. Right, so want you up. I'm burning through my Phoenix Downs now. And Prompto. Do that again. I'm not used to these techniques. Joel in the chat asked how this game is. I'm actually really enjoying it. You know, I was about to say the combat is not very challenging at all, but I'm getting having a bit of a bad time with this mech. I'd use the spell, but I think it's the collateral damage is not good.
Gladio, do it! Ponto, you're up!
Let's keep them going.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Come on, how much do we got left? Oh, only 6,000. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh crap, 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 crap. That was very near the end.
Gladio, do it! Ponto, you're up!
Oh, hi there, opening.
Oh, is that it? Oh, thank God for that. Joel thinks the fight scenes are long. This is the exception rather than the rule so far.
We hitting Lestalem soon?
No, we're going to wander around some more.
Got some stuff I want to do first.
Serious? Well, I suppose Iris is already safe in town. Alright then. You do what you gotta.
I guess there's a roadblock I can open. Oh, it's blockaded still. So, I guess one of the things I haven't shown is the upgrade system, which is the Ascension system. So you get the Ascension points. I've got 50 at the moment, and you can basically unlock different skills along these various trees. So there's combat, techniques, recovery, magic, teamwork, stats, exploration, and wait mode. So there's plenty of points to be spending on various things. So what have we got here? Draw enemy attention across a wide area of the firearm. So yeah, it's a technique. So yeah, there's various upgrades to do as well. So I think that's probably a good place to call it. I think it gives you a good idea of how the game plays. I'm enjoying it so far. I think the reviews I've seen so far, they've played all the game rather than me just playing the 11 or so hours I've played. Seem to be a fair reflection of what I'm feeling so far. So hopefully it will carry on right through to the end feeling exactly the same. So hopefully you've enjoyed this live stream. Please, if you liked it, click that thumbs up button and please subscribe to our channel, because we'd really appreciate you to stop by and check all the great videos and stuff we do on our YouTube channel on a regular basis. You can also stop by pushsquare.com, where we've got our podcast, our news, our reviews and all sorts of other things, and you can find us at pushsquare on Twitter. I'm Alex Stinton, so you can find me at Alex Stinton on Twitter as well. And thank you so much to everyone in the chat for joining me. You make it these live streams most enjoyable by asking questions and engaging with me. So hopefully you'll stop by on the next live stream I do, which I'm not quite sure what it'll be at the moment, because after this there's not a huge amount coming out. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But keep an eye on Twitter and we'll let you know what we're probably going to be doing. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope if you pick up Final Fantasy 15 that you're enjoying it as much as I have so far. You'll take care. Bye.